Hey Capricorn, I almost called you guys Saturn. Um, Welcome to Sag season. Very exciting time. Holidays rolling around. Fall is in the air for sure. Um, yeah, exciting stuff. So Jupiter is in Sag, so we love that. Abundance upon abundance. Um, really following up that Scorpio energy and making things happen. Going in a new direction. I know that's hard for you guys, but where there's a will, there's a way. Um, so Saturn is in your sign. I'm not sure how long it has been in there, so you guys should feel, like this is your time. Things are where they should be for you to do what you need to do. The only thing that's gonna cause us a slight detour would be Mercury in retrograde, which is still doing its thing. I think we've got at least a week or two left, and the only thing is that it falls right in Jupiter or right in Sagittarius, so it has the capability to do a lot of damage because Jupiter magnifies everything it touches. It's the biggest planet. It gets kind of the most attention. And so just watch your words, be very careful about what you say. If you're spreading rumors, doing things that you ought not to be talking about, I'd probably just not. It's better to just hold it in for the time being. Write it out, do something that's not potentially harmful, you know what I mean? Um, because it does have the capability to magnify and grow um, the way you don't want it to. So be careful. We all may have some car issues, things on the road, traveling, any kind of like cell phone stuff, because it can affect technology a lot too, because technology is a way for us to communicate, even though technology is more Aquarian. It's still air signs. So here we have some love stuff. So this is turned upside down. So the person from your past that you guys have a fondness for is not culminating maybe the way you anticipated. If you are having trouble getting over this past love, that's what's showing here. There is some kind of a thankfulness, a fondness, some memory or multiple memories that just keep kind of making you seem a little more attached to this relationship or this friendship even, and so it's hard for you to move past it. And maybe you're being pushed to move past it. Maybe that's why it's reverse. But it's just very hard for you to let go of at the moment. So let's talk about your guys' planet for a second. So Saturn, what is Saturn exactly? And why is Capricorn the way it is because of Saturn? So Saturn is it's like the proverbial clock in the galaxy, you know what I mean? Saturn represents time, and when we look at time, we're looking basically at the past because time allows us into every window to explore, and that's why you guys are super knowledgeable about particular things. So it's not just everything. Like Capricorns aren't the ones that will literally know every answer to every question, but they know in one field of study everything there is to know about that subject. And that's the way that they can time. It's almost like they're going through time travel or something to find out every little detail, and they come back on the other side, and you're just like, how the hell do you know all this? You know what I mean? It's seemingly impossible, but that is Capricorn, folks. They make the impossible possible. It doesn't mean that they're going to do everything. They're very selective of the things that they do, but they have ambition that just cannot be wrangled in. it's going to accomplish its goals one way or another. And so Saturn is a kind of ruthlessness that, on the way to accomplishing impossible or seemingly impossible goals, they're going to do things that maybe like some of the fire signs wouldn't find super savory or dignified, or, you know what I mean, like integrous, but they're going to get them done, because Earth is success. Earth is material success. So it's the checklist signs, the ones that have things to do and they're going to get them done, no matter what. Um, and to get that award, to get that trophy. And so that's Saturn. Saturn is like they say the father in a way, but it's like in mythology, Zeus was Jupiter, and he was the ultimate father. And then in astrology, Leo, the sun, actually represents your father. So I never really fully know, but I usually associate it more with Leo, because Cancer and Leo are like the divine parents in a way. But it's also this thing about like where Leo is, how dads can be like playful just almost as much as like their kids, and so that to me has always resonated a little more. Capricorn's more of a stern, like authoritarian kind of figure, not necessarily like playful and yeah, loving. Well, yeah, I mean, obviously they love. We're not saying that every Capricorn out there is cold-hearted, but you guys are, in the midst of winter, at the start of winter, so there is a harshness to your personality. There is um, uh, what's the word? Like trying to think of a weather analogy, like a cold front. That's what it is, a cold front. When you tell a Capricorn something they don't want to hear, or you stand in their way when they're on the road to success, it's like a cold front. Like, watch out. So, just think about it. Like I always think the funniest visualization for me is Capricorns are represented by goats, and there's this one GIF that I found, and it's like all of these goats like perched on these like seemingly small branches that I don't know how they haven't broken, like in this large tree, and it's just the weirdest oddity. It's just to see like goats up in a tree on like really really thin branches, and that's like Capricorn folks. It's just like it doesn't seem like it could be done, but they make it. So, anyways, I don't know where I was going with all that, but so past love, there's some memories there. There is some fondness, but are we giving it a little too much credit? Are we a little too unrealistic about that situation? Like, was it that great? Because when it's reversed, usually isn't, and it's already your past, which I know is hard for you guys to move through. A lot is not coming up here. So, come on, Capricorn. What do we have in Sag season? Is that the main focus? What else? Okay. Oh, love it is. So, King of Cups, the ultimate male lover. Think of water signs. If there's a male water sign in your life, this person he just speaks that love language to you. He just knows how to kind of twist your insides in, the way that keeps you wanting more. You know what I mean? Like, he can play you pretty well. You guys don't like to be played, but there is a very strong fondness. And if this is somebody that you grew up with, you grew up liking maybe your high school sweetheart, something like that. Or maybe you started out as friends, but you really see that there's more potential there. Maybe you've always had feelings and you're just now addressing them. But this person can be very manipulative, and I'm not sure that this is a really good undertaking for you guys. Let's see. Okay. Oh, never mind. Do it. Do it. Do it. Go for it. Beautiful. So my only reticence was the reversal. So sometimes reversals can throw you a bit askew, but the reversal is maybe things have turned, and maybe it was a friendship and now it's turned into something deeper, something much more blissful. And it looks like there is possibility for a new beginning with this person. It could even turn out to be a move, like a new residence. So if you guys are thinking about going in a new direction together, literally, it looks good. Looks like you'll be able to take on some of the challenges that you've been wanting to with this person. And that doesn't mean that there are challenges with the person. That means that your own life can kind of be reignited. When we see that wand energy, it's like fire. You know, you're lighting the sparks again. So this person is going to help you do that. So maybe the Six of Cups reverse is you guys don't like being helped. You know, earth signs usually don't. They would rather provide as opposed to take help. But this, you know, this shows a pair in this picture, you know. So it's not a road that you're taking alone in this case. Very good card. Alright, what else? Okay. Oh, okay. So, it will require some practice. It will require some determination to make this move, to make this future. And it's going to require some hard work, but it looks very good, very rewarding. So if there is just one particular vision that you have and you can't let go of and it doesn't seem to be working, you know, try to be a little more open to other options. You know, if it's not the perfect thing that you want, see if there's something that is available and it would allow for, you know, what you guys are looking for. Okay, yeah. So, Eight of Wands, you guys are going to have to make this happen. This is all you. These two cards here, this is all you. I do have this thing for Leos, and I'm one of them, so I can speak to this. I get these cards all the time, and I think with Leos, they have to put in the hard work. It doesn't just fall in their lap. Kind of like Sag energy, you know what I mean? It's like Leos are just so aware of everything, and so they're their own guiding force. They're not kind of like blessed cosmically to have luck time and time again. They have to put in that hard work. Taurus in the 10th. And this kind of means, yes, like, to get to where you can have it all, you're really going to have to put in the time, which you guys should be able to do. Your Earth, very consistent, very hardworking. You love work. I wouldn't say you love doing the blue collar kind of stuff, the more labor oriented stuff, but you definitely like being in a position more so of authority, or at least close to authority, where you can kind of know everything that's going on. And yeah, so Nine of Cups. So, oh wow. Hmm. Okay. So because um, okay, so what we're getting here is maybe this person is going to be your way to success because you guys feel like you're not able to um, get that oomph, that energy to make all of your dreams happen currently. But it can happen. It looks like there is somebody else that is going to help you along the way. So you guys really have to be open for that because stuck in this state of mind, you're not going to notice that opportunity, and you're not going to see it for what it is. So job complacency. Yes, we're unhappy with how things are right now, but do not fret because it looks really good, y'all. So just do not psych yourself out over having like the perfect thing, especially when your present situation isn't even desirable. So if we've gotten a little seasonal depression here, that's understandable. We've gone through a lot of different planetary aspects lately, and we're finally able to take a breath. You know what I mean? So it's totally understandable, but just don't let this opportunity slip by. Sagittarius energy, Jupiter energy. This season is the time of opportunity before we can fully outline our goals come your season. Our goals for the next year, and then looking back on what we've accomplished in 2018. So don't already start looking back when it's not even over. You know what I mean? You still have time. So let's see what else we can get. Take a breath. Take a U day. Take a spa day. Treat yourself, um, and then get back on that horse. You know. Okay. So it could have been Libra season that really started this off with the love and everything, but the love looks good here. The love does look good. It looks like there's a new way. It looks like it's going to take, like I said, some more work. Like these two cards right here is work by you. You know what I mean? Like it can happen as much as you want it to happen. You know what I mean? Like it's not just going to fall in your lap. You've got to go out and make it happen. So justice. If what's keeping you from deciding or what's keeping you from your clarity is this kind of karmic notion of like, well, this isn't fair, you know what I mean? Or like, why am I not being rewarded for all this hard work I've put into it? Or I've just been doing my thing time and time again, and it still doesn't seem any clearer, you know what I mean? And you're just really really unsure of picking the wrong thing, and maybe you're being forced to pick an option if this is a legal matter, and you have to decide what you want to do with that. If you want to take it to court, or if you want, you know what I mean, like you have to decide, and you're just really really scared of the possible outcomes. But that's okay. I mean, if we're talking about marriage with this person, um, I think it's just all your own doubt because Empress just presented herself, and we love her. She is feminine love, um, and that's great. That's really great. So I just think it's something in your own head. I don't think it's really what's happening here. I think what's happening is great, but it is going to require constant vigilance. It's like um, it's if you don't have the energy for it, just be open with this person. Um, See if you can just take some time for yourself. But I mean, it looks really really good. Yeah, you guys just can't sleep. You can't rest, and I get that. I'm feeling that during this reading. I feel like you guys just don't have any energy. Um, and sometimes you have to have your moment of rest, and then you just have to get up. Like something I've been doing for myself is it's hard for me to get out of bed lately, and so what I've been doing is I'm a light sleeper, so I can hear my alarm no matter where it is. But I put it across my room, on top of my dresser, so I'm forced to get out of bed when it goes off, as opposed to just snoozing it time and time again when it was right next to my bed. So think of something like that. Think of a way that's going to get you out of bed and see the sunlight, because we don't have as much of it now. Now that the time change has happened, we get less sunlight. So if that's what we're feeling, if we feel like we weren't ready for winter and fall and the holidays and all this stuff, but it's coming and it's coming really fast. I get it. But yes, here we go. It's the card. Rest, 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 rest. These things, this will work out. You're not going to lose this opportunity. This person is going to make you feel the way you want to feel. You're going to feel very, very loved by this situation, this person. That's great. We love Empress energy. She doesn't come out very often. Um, and Four of Pentacles. So your hang up, literally, the hangman, um, is holding on to everything you have at this point. Is that what's exhausting you? Is that why you're needing so much rest? Because you can't let go. You can't not do it all. Is that why? I think you're stuck. You have this great stuff happening, and it's just like this internal dialogue of like, well, all these things like look great and I should be happy, but I don't know why I'm just not happy, and there's something that you're not able to let go of. You're really afraid. And when we're uncertain of things, that's when we get a little more controlling. We start to hold on what we can because we see other things slipping through. And yes, it may pay off. And yes, other people are saying like this stuff looks great, but there's just some inner voice that we're just like, I don't know, like why is this good thing leaving me? And because it's time to clear out some stuff, so we can let this great new stuff in. And you guys, when you're the hangman, yes, he sees things in a different way. It's like the Luna Lovegood card. She's talking about Raxperts and stuff, but she also gives Harry very sound advice during different times during the series. But a lot of times people are just like, WTF when they interact with her because she's just so different. And the only trepidation with the hangman is that you literally are stuck in that position, because how much strength is it going to require for you to reach up when you're upside down and untie yourself and then fall, because you're dangling with gravity. And so it's good to see things clearly, but it's maybe the only way you guys are going to do that is if you rest, if you take a step back and try to look at the big picture and stop just doing the same thing over and over. You have to take a different approach almost. Maybe that's what we need here. Because you don't want to let this good stuff slip away from you because you just can't make a decision. So I just think that rest would provide some clarity. It would provide some insights here. But you have to be willing to let go of some stuff. I guess that could be Hangman too. Let go. He's just dangling. Okay. Huh. Okay. So, some big stuff here. Most of it's reversed. the blessing, though, is there. So you guys really have something beautiful coming. If this is in the marriage, if we're talking about uh, pregnancy, we're talking about some new path with family, a new blessing. So whatever a blessing could be like with you, it could really be familial though, because we got Queen of Pentacles, so one of the mother archetypes, and the Chariot after, which is the home. So lots of home changes, big stuff, and you guys just aren't. You're not there yet. You see it happening, and you just don't have that tenacity that you guys usually do right now. And so maybe give it a few weeks. Once Mercury comes out of retrograde, you can start thinking a little more clearly, because this is a card that can happen a lot with Mercury in retrograde. We get very convoluted, and you guys really are set up to have it all. Oh God, I don't remember what order these were in now. So, but Ten of Pentacles, you don't feel it. You don't feel like you have it all, even though there's so much good around. And you're just going to, I don't want you to take this for granted because this is awesome. Maybe it just feels more like a burden, like you're going to have to put so much more effort, and is it going to pay off, kind of a thing. Are you going to be able to enjoy stuff if you're not already enjoying stuff? And yes, you will be able to, but you have to put some more effort into this. And you're so fond of the past. This is one of your guys' pitfalls, is that you just idolize the past more so than any other sign. And yes, it gives you a lot of answers. Yes, it makes you extremely knowledgeable, but it doesn't always benefit you, especially when we are moving into a season that requires you to go in just a totally different new direction. And that's something that you guys will resist automatically. It's just kind of an inherent quality of a Capricorn, is just to resist change. Especially if you don't see a payoff right away. You know what I mean? So it's like, when you're at work and stuff, and I work in retail, and so this happens, but say corporate sends down a new policy or a new method for doing something, there are always going to be people that complain about it, even if it's obviously something that we should have been doing all along. People will, oh my God, they're asking us to do something else, kind of a thing. There's always going to be at least that one employee that's just negative Nancy, and so you guys have to drop that attitude and start seeing the big picture a little bit, because we have narrowed our focus in this kind of state of mind we're in. And so when death is reversed, that scares me a little bit, because it shows us that we're not ready to transform here. It's like our surroundings are, this great person is coming into our lives. If they haven't already been there, now they're presenting us with with some good new stuff, and you guys have a lot of opportunity here. This is similar to Sag in a way, and it's you're not taking your chance here. Taking a chance is scary, but it's very, very likely to pay off with everything here. But all these reversals are just showing that it's more so coming towards you as opposed to you manifesting it. You know what I mean? But it doesn't matter how it gets to you. You have to take it. Sometimes you can't control the actions of other people's, or especially the actions of the universe. It has its own set of rules and guidelines that you guys don't understand, because we abide by the rules of society and stuff here down on Earth, and it can't always be explained. It's not that easy, but you guys have just got to find a way to give yourself some space, see things more clearly, and see what a blessing all of this stuff is, and really try to turn that negative Nancy vibe around. especially before we get to your birthday. We would love to see some good stuff, and especially going into the new year. We want to start off with the new year strong, and you guys have such potential here, really. So I hope this helps. Let me know if you have any questions or need any more insights, but you guys can do it. I believe in you. Gosh, if there's one sign like you shouldn't doubt, it would be Capricorn. Usually, they just have to have a clear, this is what I want. And so that's what you guys need to find out. Like that statement or whatever you need to write above the mirror, that thing you're working towards, that's what you need to figure out what it is, make it as clear as possible, and then do it. Do it.